Hello, this is the video for Monday, March 6th. Number 1 says, at the zoo there are a total of 8 monkeys playing. If 3 of the monkeys are male, what fraction of the monkeys are female? So again, we're having a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 monkeys. 3 of them are male, and it wants to know what fraction are female. You should write your fraction here. Again, your total pieces being your denominator and the number of female monkeys being your numerator. For number 2, find a fraction equivalent to 3/7 using any strategy. Students can use multiplication to find their answer, or they can also draw a picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and decompose from there or break down their fraction. They should write at least one fraction that's equivalent to 3/7. For number 3, what is the measurement of the missing side? Write an equation to show your work. So we know one side is 3 and that the area is 27. Students should find this missing value, the question mark. The question mark equals, that would be their answer. For number 4, what time is 16 minutes before the time shown on the number line? They can start by counting groups of 10. They should also show their T-chart. Because the word before is used, we know that the time shown is our final time. Based on our number line, we see our hour is 9 o'clock. And based on where the dot is, we can see that it's going to be 31. And again, we're finding 16 minutes before, so we should be subtracting. Again, students should find and box their start time. For number 5, Michaela starts piano practice at 3:12 and practices for 49 minutes. What time does Michaela finish? Students should show a number line starting with 3 o'clock as their hour and count by 5s. 3:05, 3:10, 3:15, 3:20, 3:25, 3:30, 3:35, 3:40, 3:45, 3:50, 3:55, 4 o'clock, 4:05, 4:10, 4:15, 4:20, 4:25, 4:30. And also have a T-chart to help support their answer. So their start time, Michaela's start time was 3:12. She's going to practice for 49 minutes. So they should start by adding groups of 10 until they've added 49 minutes, and they're going to find their final time at the bottom. And they're also going to represent this on their number line. So again, they can start at 3:12, count by 10, until they've added a total of 49 minutes. I'm showing less work on this video because we really want to push students to be showing their own work and finding their own correct answer. Number 5 says to write the two-area equation and find the area. Again, we're using cut and continue for this problem. So if you're going to continue this line, we're going to cross out our 5. If we're cutting into this side, we're crossing out our 5. And we can see that one of our equations we can use is 2 times 2 plus 3 times 7. There's also another equation. If you're cutting down this way, you might have used 5 times 3 plus 5 times 2. The students are also going to have to write the final area in order to get this problem correct for class. They should be able to figure that out based on the equation they wrote. Find sides C and D of the figure below, then find the area. So we need to find the missing sides first. We can squiggle our horizontal lines and straight the vertical lines. C is on a straight line, so I'm going to use the other straight lines to help me out. I also can see this is a smaller side, so we're going to use subtraction. So C equals 4. D is on a squiggle side, so I'm going to use my other two sides to help me out. Again, it's on a shorter side, so we're going to use subtraction. D equals 7. Students should then use the missing sides to do their cut and continue, and then find their area. For number 8, find the value of the variable for each equation. Write a picture that shows your equation is true. So if we have 9 times 8, our rows stayed the same. They were 9. Our columns, though, were broken down. If one rectangle has 6 columns, the other has to have 2. So M would equal 2, and then a picture needs to be drawn to show that this is true. Again, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. In our first rectangle, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. And in our second rectangle, there are 2 columns. For the back, our fluency. Number 1, the first one is 30, 49, 64, 81, 8, 4, 8, 6, 8, 7. Choose all of the equations with an answer of 4. You should answer each one just to double check that the answer is 4 or is not 4. So 36 divided by 9 is 4. 24 divided by 8 is 3. 20 divided by 7 is 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 16 times 4 is actually 64. So that one is way off because of that multiplication sign. So our answers are A and C. Number 11, write all of the names that could be used for the figure below. We know that this is a polygon because it is a closed figure. We also know that it is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. And we also know that it's a trapezoid because it has 1 set of parallel sides. Number 12, find the value of the variable. Again, our rows stayed the same. Our columns are not seen in the second half of this equation, but the number of times we're multiplying also stayed the same. So we can see that T is going to have to equal 3. How many days did it rain in Flagstaff? We have to remember to use our key down at the bottom. The answer we will go over in class. Number 14, write an equation with a variable P to represent the unknown value. Miss Panox had some headphones. Miss Leanback gave her 9 more pairs, so now she has 26 pairs of headphones. How many did Miss Panox start with? So we're looking for the start. How many did she start with after she got 9 more from another teacher and ended up with 26? In order, you need to solve this problem or this equation to find out what P is going to equal for this problem. And for number 15, Miss Ford and Miss Lee both want to buy new carpet to cover the floor of their classroom. Who is going to need to buy more carpet? Show your work and explain your answer. So there are a few things we need to do before we can solve this problem. First, we're going to squiggle our horizontal lines and straighten our vertical. We know this whole side is 16. We know this smaller side is 4. So we're looking for Miss Ford's wall over here. In order to find this length, we're going to have to do 16 minus 4, which we're going to find is 12. We also need to find this wall here. We know, again, that now we know this side is 12 and this side is 10. So we can do 12 minus 10. We also need to find this side. We're going to have to use our other straight sides to figure this out. We know this side over here is 8. So we can do 8 minus 3 and see that this side is going to equal 5. So now we can start writing out some equations to help ourselves out for Miss Ford's room. If I cut and continue from here, I'm going to cross out my 2, and then that was also 8. I'm going to write 2 equations, a 2-area equation for Miss Ford's room. I can see that it's going to be 10 times 5 plus 12 times 3. For then Miss Lee's classroom, there are again some missing sides we need to figure out. This side right here, we know this area, this length is 2 and this one is 4, so we can add 2 plus 4 and get 6. And every other side we know already from Miss Ford's room. So a 2-area equation I could write, if I'm cutting from here, I'm going to again cross out my 2 and my 8. And I can see for Miss Lee's room, we're going to do 3 times 4 plus 5 times 6. So at this point, we have our 2-area equations, and you at home need to find what the areas of each of these rooms are to see which teacher is going to need more carpet. You should also write your sentence on the side here to explain which teacher is going to need more carpet. Again, if you need any extra help, please make sure that you're speaking with your teacher in the morning. Have a great night.